Good file management is always important, but especially when you start to create more complicated videos. Today, I'm going to show you the file structure I use for all my video projects, big or small, so I can always find what I'm looking for and nothing ever gets lost. The most important thing, at least when you're starting out, is to have every single asset you use for a video in one folder. It may not seem like such a big deal, but I'll tell you from personal experience, it is not fun when files become lost or unlinked from your project. And here's an example. You may have all your footage and project files in one folder, but then you download some stock footage and leave it stored in your downloads folder. And then you may have created a graphic and saved it to your desktop. Even though you've imported all of your assets into your video project, that doesn't mean that they're stored there. All of those assets are still housed in all the different folders on your computer. The files you see in your video project are more like a preview that you use for the purpose of editing. When you export your video, your computer is actually reading all the files from where they are stored on your computer and stitching it all together. If you happen to move your project folder to an external hard drive, or one day decide to delete everything in your downloads folder to do some cleaning up, let's just say it can get really messy. Files can become unlinked from the project, things can get lost, and you'll spend a whole heap of time trying to sort out these issues. When you keep every asset in the one folder, you can avoid a lot of frustration and heartache. Later down the track, when you start to accumulate music, graphics, different brand assets that you use all the time, you can store all those in a single folder to use again and again with every video. For now, I'll show you the full breakdown of how I categorize and manage all of my assets for creating a video. The first thing I do is make a parent folder with the project name, then I create 6 folders inside that for each different category. Number 1 is admin. This is where I put all of the notes, scripts, caption files, planning documents, talent release forms, and anything else that goes into the pre-production side of video. This is mostly where all my documentation goes. Secondly, project files. This might seem like overkill, but I often utilize multiple programs to bring a video together. I use the Adobe Creative Cloud suite, and to bring a single video together, I might end up using Premiere Pro for the main video editing, After Effects for any graphics or animations, Adobe Audition if the audio requires any special work, and even Photoshop to make the thumbnails for the finished video. Most often, I will only use Premiere Pro, especially for videos like this, but I always stick to the same file structure for consistency and ease in my workflow. Thirdly, clips. All of the footage that I film and any stock footage goes here. I also break this folder into additional subfolders. A-roll, which is interview or talking head footage like this. B-roll, which is all the overlay footage like this. And if the shoot is really big or goes across multiple days, I'll segment the footage into these additional folders as well. Then, when I jump into Premiere Pro, I can drag the entire clips folder into the project and it will maintain the folder structure that I've already created. Most editing software will allow you to do this, and it really helps to find the clips you're looking for as you work through your edit. Number 4 is audio. This folder contains all of the voiceovers, music, and sound effects for my project. Again, if necessary, I will segment these into subfolders for voiceovers, music, and sound effects, but sometimes I'll skip this step if there are only a handful of assets in this section. Number 5 is graphics. All of my pre-made titles and transitions like these go in this folder. Also, any still images, logos, screen grabs, and basically anything that is not actual camera footage will go in this folder too. And lastly, output. All of the final video exports will go here. I also compress most of my final videos, so if there are a lot of these, I'll also make subfolders for the raw exports, which is the original large file, and then the compressed version once I run it through a program called Handbrake. Handbrake reduces the file size of your video without losing quality. This is great if you're working with limited storage space on platforms like Vimeo, and it will make uploading and downloading your video files a lot faster. You can check out this video here for a full tutorial on how to use Handbrake to compress your videos. So that's it. The most important thing is you create a file structure that works for you and you stick with it so you always know where your files are at. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more video tips and techniques. Leave your questions in the comments below so I can answer them for you, and let me know what you'd like to see a video about next. Until then, keep creating, and I'll see you next time.